an alternative to traditional organ transplantation. And now there's a procedure involving pig organs, and it may pave the way for the future of transplantation.
It's being called the latest milestone toward a new way to transplant organs. A genetically engineered kidney from a pig was put into a human who donated his body to science.
The pig kidney appears to replace all of the important tasks that the human kidney manages.
Surgeons at NYU Langone Health say the pig kidney continues to function well after 32 days. It was transplanted into a man declared brain dead, but a ventilator keeps his heart beating. The hospital says it's the longest period that a gene-edited pig kidney has functioned in a human.
The 1-month kidney biopsies and kidney tests show no evidence of rejection and normal renal function and clearance of toxins.
The pig's thymus, a small gland that helps the immune system fight disease, was also transplanted to help protect the kidney from being rejected by the human immune system. Researchers say more work is needed, including studies in living human organ recipients, to establish whether pig kidney transplants could be a bridge or destination therapy for people with end-stage kidney disease.
We're gaining critical evidence about how well pig kidneys work in the human environment. Hopefully this also gives some assurance to the FDA regarding the safety of initiating phase 1 clinical trials.
Yeah, kind of hard to get your head around it all, but pretty amazing. There's still work to be done here. In the meantime, many people like Ruth still waiting for kidneys. If you want to know more about becoming an organ donor, visit our website, WBTV.com.